it is the end of your interview and the recruiter tells you, "That was all of my questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?" What do you say? What do you do? What do you ask? Don't worry, I got you covered. In this video, I'm going to share with you what to do in this situation and what type of questions to ask to impress the recruiter. Make sure you stay until the end because I'm sharing a bonus question that will allow you to seal the deal in this job. Hey, Emilia here from Emmy Powered, bringing you today the best tips and tools in how to win at life and your career. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss any update. Why is it important to ask questions at the end of the interview? This is another chance for you to impress the recruiter, to show them how analytical, passionate, curious you are, how much you're here for vetting that opportunity. And of course, imagine what it's like when they walk out of the room and they think, "Oh my God, that's such a high value candidate. They asked me such amazing questions." So that's the effect we're aiming for. So when they say, "Do you have anything you'd like to ask us?" "Nah, I'm good. I think you answered everything." Wrong! You have questions. You always have questions. And what is the next step of this recruitment process? That is not your only question. So here's another tip for you. Prepare a list of different questions. Because imagine if the recruiter starts chatting about a topic and they answer to your question before you even got a chance to ask it. And then you're left thinking, "Oh my God,
no!
What am I going to ask next?" Comment down below. Has this ever happened to you? When asking questions, ask questions that you really have. About a role, about a company. Don't ask questions that can easily be found on the internet. When preparing your list of questions, reflect about things like, what are your concerns about this job position? What do you really want to know about a company, about a role? And be forward thinking, imagining what it's like when you are in the role. What will define success and what challenges are you going to face? These are a great foundation to prepare your list of questions. Whenever preparing or asking questions, I always like to go through 4 different styles. Questions about a corporate culture, questions that will allow me to connect with the interviewer, questions that are forward thinking about what's going to be like to be in the role, being successful, dealing with challenges, and of course, I'm saving the best to the end, so make sure you don't miss it. That's seal the deal question. Asking questions about a corporate culture is extremely important for you because the answers are going to define if this is the type of working environment you feel comfortable at, and also if the company is right for you. Examples of questions can be like, what is this department's corporate culture? What has changed since the pandemic? What it's like to work here? What is a typical week for this job position? So now we move on to the questions that will allow us to connect with a recruiter. And why is it important to ask this type of questions or even to connect with a recruiter? By doing so, you exhibit again your amazing people person skills, your curiosity, and your passion. And of course, it will show them interest on your future colleagues and peers. And of course, it will answer to your inner question of, do I picture myself working on this environment? So go ahead and ask the recruiter, what made you choose to work here? What is your favorite part about working at this company and working at your job position? And since you work here, what has been your biggest success? So now we move on to the success/future thinking questions. Questions that will allow you and the recruiter to imagine what it's going to be like when you're performing that role and succeeding. Examples of future forward-thinking questions are, how have employees been successful in this role in the past? What is a common trait or skill that employees who have been successful have? What challenges does this role commonly face? And what challenges do you think this role is going to face by starting remotely? There are so many other examples, so make sure you check the description box to not miss those. And here we go, the seal the deal question, and it is asking for feedback. Comment down below. Do you ask for feedback at the end of your interviews? I know it sounds very bold and it will require you a lot of courage to ask the recruiter, based in our conversation today, is there anything making you hesitant about hiring me? And the answer to this question, it will bring you so much value and also let you know if this whole process has been a hit or a miss. So imagine that a recruiter actually tells you, you know what, you're a great candidate, but I feel that you're not very experienced on skill X. And this is your moment to shine and tell them what you're all about. And you say something like, thank you so much for your feedback. That's actually why I applied for this role. I really want to develop myself in that area, and I felt that this was such a great opportunity for that. And that's what I'm all about. I'm about learning and developing myself. Also bear in mind that a lot of recruiters don't ask for follow-up questions, so a lot of information is going to be missing, unclear, or uncertain, and this is a chance again for recruiters to hear from you about your amazing qualities, your expertise, and your experience. If things didn't go as planned, don't beat yourself down. Take this as a great learning opportunity. Now you know where you're standing in this recruitment process, and also you know which areas to develop before you go into the next interview, either if it is with this or another company. Share in the comments down below if you have used any of the questions shared today. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button if you got value out of today's video. Subscribe and hit that bell button for my content like this on a weekly basis. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one.